Well, welcome along, and I hope you enjoy this game. This game was played early on. I've only played one game of chess today, one game only. One game of chess. There's not been one for the road, and then 50 games later, I'm still playing some more chess. Not that that happens for me, but one game only, and this was a 3 minute game, a 3 minute game. And my opponent just happens to be a candidate master. And as well as that, my opponent is, of all things, white. I mean, how good can it be for me? Not. How good can that be, me having the white pieces? So I hope you enjoy this wonderful game of chess that I'm going to bring you. Right. And so here we go. I'm now going to disappear, but I'm still going to be here. That rhymes. I'm going to be disappearing now, and I really do hope that you enjoy this game and that you can see that I swindled my opponent. My opponent was swindled. Candidate master, I'm not sure what country from. Hope she gets their FIDE master soon. So without further ado, here we go. Let's say goodbye to Dave and hello to chess. So here we have the starting position, and so I hope you enjoy this game. This 3 minute game, and I will just let you know where my opponent is from. Spain. My opponent is from Spain, and my opponent is, at the time of this, 114 points above my rating for 3 minute blitz chess. Incidentally, I accidentally played a half-minute game the other day, not realizing that it was my actual 2-100 sort of rating for a half-minute, whatever it's called now, for bullet chess, or crazy chess really, isn't it? Half a minute. But I won it. I won it. I was lucky there as well. So here comes this game. Here we go. Without further ado, la 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 la. And today is someone's very special to me. Their birthday today. So this person is very special to me. And yesterday was someone else's birthday who's very special to me. And guess what? The 31st of July was someone else's birthday the day before that. So 3 birthdays in a row, and that's been David Wegener. Here comes this game. So this is quite good for white. The B3 French against the French. B3 is quite a good move for white players to play. And white does not have to worry about hanging on to e4 pawn with bishop b2. And what do I play? Probably a blunder, because this could be a blunder, but I probably get away with it. But I know how to win this position for white. So if I'm white, I know how to win this for white. If my opponent plays f5, I'm going to go ef5 or ed5. Doesn't make any difference. ef5. And then I'm going to go queen h5 check. And that's going to force a king move, because g6 is no good, because then queen e2 check, and then bishop takes rook next move. So that's not very good. This is a blunder. So after queen h5, I am more or less compelled to, unless I'm missing something, move my king out of check. But knight f3 happened on move 5. But here comes the queen e2 check. Now from here on in, it's like they kind of woke up and go, what? f5? Hang on, that's no good. So I'm going to have to punish it. And that's what happens now. I get punished the whole way. And I'm just feeling like I'm on the complete losing side of this game of chess, this 3-minute game, against the candidate master. I'll reiterate that. In the hourly Super Blitz arena. Bishop f6 and gf6. But this is all about, we will never surrender except when we feel like it. We will never surrender except when we feel like it. And my friend has taught me, and this goes back a long way for me, I am very difficult to beat when I'm even losing. I keep on going, and there have been times in chess tournaments where people have given up on me, that they say, oh, Wegener is lost, only to find later on I've drawn or I've won. And even from as early as 1977, I was recounting to a family person, family member. I was recounting to this person that in 1977, they even spoke about it then. Wegener is difficult to beat. Even when Wegener is losing, Wegener is difficult to beat. And so that's a compliment, and so I'm going to take it as same. Even though I've got a lost position for them to be able to say it in the first place. Anyway, so gf6, now comes knight d4. I sort of didn't really worry about this much until queen f3. And now I think, oh, yeah, I'm going to probably lose a pawn, or I'm probably going to lose something worse than that, maybe my king. Queen d7 and bishop d3. Well, this is sort of like, against the candidate master, can be enough to just lose the game of chess. And black is threatened with knight f5 or bishop f5, one or the other, and there's nothing I can do about this isolated doubled pawn on f5. Rook e8, except for rook e8, but it's not all that great because naught, castle, naught, that's another story about the naught. It's not an O, it's a naught. It's naught, not OO, but some people might call it OO. Knight c6, so that it kind of asks the white knight to do something about this. So what does the white knight do? It takes my f5 pawn. This is almost checkmate, isn't it? Because if I move king f8 or king h8, then it's checkmate with queen g7 checkmate. So I have to be careful. I went knight g6. So white is a clear pawn up and has quite a nice position, really, I think. So my friend, who I've been playing some lightning chess with at night, and we eat some food and we sometimes drink a little bit of drink or a cup of tea, and I taught him about peanut butter and jam and cheese sandwiches, because he said, oh, have you tried peanut butter and jam? Of course I have. But what about peanut butter, jam and cheese? And then when he tried that, he said, oh, this is really good. And then after that, I said, oh, what about peanut butter and banana? That's even good. And so hopefully he gets to try that soon. But anyway, back to the game. So I'm hanging on a wing and a prayer, because this is actually, I feel like I'm pretty lost. Knight e2, I played bishop c5 here, feeling the need to play bishop c5. Knight f4. Ouch. So what did I do now? What do I do now? What would I do now? What can I do now? What will I do? I'm completely getting hammered here. I mean, this is a lost position for black. This position's lost for black. But my friend up the hill in Dunedin, he would not resign this position. In fact, you've got to get right to checkmate and then still even deliver checkmate before he gives up. And then he'll say, I was winning the whole game the whole time, so that's good. I like confidence, except if it's centered around me. Here I could play bishop f4, couldn't I? Bishop d6. But then will come knight d6 and knight g6, and white is winning another pawn after the queen swap. So I went the move that he taught me to play, the move that's thinking outside the square, that no one else anywhere will play, is, of course, Queen F5. Of course you're going to play Queen F5. This opens the door up to some sort of speculative problems for white. Not. Bishop F5, Bishop F5. Now, I think just probably, I don't know, D3, Knight G6, not D3, but Knight G6 or Knight H5, Knight D3, just about anything will be better than what my opponent played. My opponent did play D3. How did I know? D3 on move 18, and I played, of course I played the pin on the horse on F4 with Bishop D6. Now, all of a sudden, white is in a wee bit of a dilemma because they're not going to want to take on G6. That would be rather foolhardy. But they want to defend their knight, but they can't without any other assistance, which is clearly not around at this stage. So I went Queen F3, sidestepped, so that they could then, after Queen F3, play G3, I suppose. So I went Knight F4. Okay, and there is G3, Knight E2 check. So now we have 3 pieces for the queen. Not that I did that initially. So this is a swindle. This is swindling white, the candidate master, who I hope becomes a FIDE master shortly. So Knight E2, King G2, Bishop D7. Now this is obvious threat of something. Bishop C6, of course. And now white really dropped the ball with the following move. On move 22, played Queen G4. Oh no, you've spoiled it. Shall I put this on the internet still? Let me think about it. What do I think? Yes. So Bishop G4, F3. Now I have 3 pieces up and a hole on C3 or E3. Hotel on E3 and C3 squares. I don't have to play Knight C3. I can just play Rook E3, and then I can play Rook A E8. But I played Knight C3, off a swap, King F2, Bishop C5. I don't know why I'm playing this. Probably because I've got a bit of Vaseline and I'm just rubbing it in. Bishop C5, H4, this is Magnus's and also Gary's move. Rook E3, why not? That's why I played Bishop C5 from D6. Rook A E8. Rook C1. I'm not surprised that white's carrying on, because they're probably thinking, well, I was in a 1 position. Maybe this game is like that. This game is just going to flip back in my favour, which can happen if so arranged. Rook E2 check, Rook F2, Rook F2. The more I do this, the less chance it is of me winning this game. No, but the less chance I've got of losing it as soon as I start swapping off pieces. And no pre-moves for Bishop F3 because Rook F1 might have occurred on move 32. So I played Rook C2, and I've got less seconds than my opponent at the stage because I was fighting so hard to hold the the fortress against obvious terrible losses. I went knight h6, you see, pre-move. My opponent didn't catch this, which would have offered them a little bit more chance, but not with two bishops on the board. And my opponent did not resign here, true to form for this game, because I didn't resign. I probably should have. But my opponent lost on time. It was 00 point 00.00. So this has been a momentous occasion, a Minties moment. And thank you to my opponent, and thank you to you, and thank you to Lee Chess for providing the area where I can say, we will never surrender. We will never surrender. Okay, bye for now.